What comes to mind when you hear the words Geometry Dash and myth in the same sentence? Maybe you think of the fabled story of Element 111RG, legendary players like Riot or Cyclic, or maybe even of the recently added mythic rating given to some of GD's greatest creations. But you probably wouldn't think of Geometry Dash and myth in the context of Greek mythology. After all, what does a video game about a jumping cube have to do with Zeus or Athena or any of those other gods portrayed by the Greeks so long ago? Well, as it turns out, while video games and ancient stories may have seemingly little to no connection on the surface, Geometry Dash creators in particular are quite fond of their Greek mythical figures. Still don't believe me? Well, let's take a look at one of GD's most infamous levels, one which scares even the game's best players. To GD players, the name Acheron represents the 1.9 styled Extreme Demon that features fast-paced and very tight gameplay, resulting in a level that wows in both its difficulty and decoration. However, in the context of Greek mythology, Acheron refers to a river, not in the mortal realm, but in the underworld. Acheron, also known as Styx, held waters that could bring those that came in contact with them great harm or great benefit. While this may mean death in some circumstances, some, like Achilles, gained great strength from the river's water. In mythology, Acheron is faced with fear and reverence, making the name very appropriate for the GD level that demands the same from its players. Staying in the underworld, we encounter our next level, another 1.9 styled extreme demon named Tartarus. And indeed, very much like Acheron, this level beckons respect and awe with its great difficulty and incredible decoration. However, while Acheron refers to a specific feature within the underworld, Tartarus refers to the underworld as a whole. Of course, the underworld is a very prominent setting within ancient Greek mythology, and the concept of an underworld or hell is still very present in our own cultures today. The level Tartarus's extreme difficulty and crimson colors certainly make it worthy of being the underworld of Geometry Dash. Our next level, while being yet another extreme demon, is one that is very unique in style. With a color palette that kind of looks like a Minecraft creeper, Erebus is obviously a very difficult level with a very shadowy look. And in fact, this makes quite a bit of sense when you consider the meaning of Erebus in Greek mythology. To put it simply, Erebus is the Greek god of darkness, which makes the look of the level make a lot of sense. A very dark and shadowy look to accompany the light green. And finally, we have a level that is a bit more modern in its style, but still an extreme demon. Promethean is a pretty short level, but still holds up the standard of massive difficulty and has pretty awesome decoration while doing it. One of the main decoration motifs of the level is fire, and when considering the Greek mythological figure Prometheus, one can see that this was an intentful choice by the creator. In mythological tradition, Prometheus, among other things, is the god credited with giving fire to humanity, which means that a level bearing his name should be decked out with flames, as Promethean is. This makes not only for a cool level, but also a sick origin story for the level's decoration. So, after looking at these levels, although you may not have been thinking of Greek mythology at the beginning of the video, it's now pretty clear that these stories of old have actually had a pretty large amount of influence on Geometry Dash's history today. So, next time you learn about Greek mythology, whether in class, in a book, or in life in general, pay attention. You may learn something about Geometry Dash too.